Okay, we're recording.
We're live. We're back.
We're live right now, and we're back.
What, since
It's been years. It's been years.
2021?
Something like that.
Wow.
Something like that.
3-year hiatus.
The
We're
last I
back.
remember we were talking about was like Canelo. He won a fight, but I couldn't tell you what fight that was.
Was it against Rocky
Maybe
Fielding
like Caleb Plant or something.
or Caleb? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Maybe.
Because that was about November 2021.
Do you know when it was? I just checked. It was 3 hours ago. Three years ago. Not 3 hours ago. 3 years ago.
What podcast did you have 3 hours ago?
Bro, my man's in another place right now.
Oh gosh,
Yeah, bro. 3 years, bro, and a lot has changed.
a lot
The whole boxing landscape has changed.
changed from the heavyweights to the. Wait, who's retired since then? 2021. Has anyone significant retired?
I don't know, bro. Retire. What? There's certain man that probably should have retired.
True.
There's
True.
certain man that should have retired. What?
True. Were you gonna name names?
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Wait. We've only been back 5 minutes. We've only been back
So
5 minutes.
let's not be too controversial.
Yeah. Not just yet. We need to warm into that, and you never know. We might have some guys on here that have very controversial views as well.
Yeah.
So
We've got a lineup in the near future that wanna
yeah,
a few people that want to join the podcast. So
it'll be dangerous. It'll be
very
dangerous.
dangerous. Very dangerous.
But yeah, lots of things changed. Lots of things have changed. The landscape is completely different. We got Saudi Arabia now taking charge.
Yeah.
All the big fights over there.
Yeah. The Mecca of boxing right now, boy.
Literally, bro, the Mecca.
It's the new Vegas. The new
Yeah.
Vegas. PBC is gone.
Yeah, PBC gone.
Things gone as well. HBO.
Yep, long gone.
Long gone.
Sky got the boxer now. It's not
got the
Matchroom
boxing,
anymore.
Yeah.
The zone are moving scandalous with the prices. Tell them
It's
man to
creeping up
pay
every single pay-per-view is creeping up, isn't it?
bro.
You have to pay subscription and on top of that pay-per-view as well.
And the pay-per-view's not no cheaper and I'm a subscriber.
It's crazy. Bro.
Or it's £1 cheaper. That's cheeky, bro. £1.
They're not serious.
And the only thing that I want to watch on DAZN, well, no, let me not lie. They do have some good fights that are not pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But they're in the US. So, and it's hard to stay up for them times.
Yeah, I think it's just, it's not.
All the fights that I want to watch are pay-per-view on DAZN. It's not enough.
Yeah, it's not British friendly, time friendly.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not what was sold to us either. It's not what was sold to us.
Yeah. And also the fights that are on, they're not necessarily, I don't know, for me, unless they're pay-per-view, they don't seem to have like a major impact on the boxing sort of landscape.
Yeah.
But let's discuss this weekend. We have the 5v5.
5v5.
And Frank Warren just wiped the floor with
boy. Was
it what, 8-0? What's that like that?
I think it was 10.
Oh, 10. Goodness.
I know he won all 5 fights.
Yeah.
And what 3 were by knockout, innit?
3 were by knockout.
Yeah.
You get extra points for knockouts and stuff like that.
I think you get 2 points for a knockout.
2 points for knockouts, something like that. Yeah. But just on that though, what do you think of that whole? It's new. It's kind of new to boxing. In fact, let's go back.
Okay.
Let's go back a step.
Okay.
So obviously, Saudi Arabia is now the place where all the big fights happen.
Yep.
I don't want to pronounce his name, but he's. Do you want to do it? Or
who you talking about?
The Saudi Arabian dude.
Turkey Al Sheikh.
There we go. Yeah.
Turkey. His Excellency. His
Excellency. So he's obviously pumped a lot of money into boxing right now. Like the adverts for these big fights. What do you think? Do you think they're
like the trailers?
The trailers and stuff like that. Yeah.
They're moving like full-scale productions, bro.
It's nuts.
I've never seen anything like that with boxing.
Bro, like
sport, bro.
How much has been spent on that?
Bro. Like, did you see the 5v5 one?
Nah, I didn't. But I remember seeing the Usyk one and the
Ngannou one was crazy.
They did 2 different ones for that one, didn't they?
Which one?
For the Fury Usyk one. when the first fight got cancelled,
I think they might have.
and they've done a whole new one for the second fight as well.
I think they might have. Yeah, the
Wow.
Fury and Gandhi one was crazy.
Yes.
The AJ and Gandhi one was crazy, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the Asian Ghana one's crazy
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. Them even like put it this way, the production and the promotion, I can't fault it.
Yeah.
And they're putting effort in. They're putting big
But-
effort in.
But do you think it's bringing in new people, or do you think it's just
I think it must be designed to bring in new people, right?
okay?
Like-
The people that you know that don't really watch boxing, when they see stuff like that, do you think it's having an impact, or
Probably.
Yeah.
I think they're sucked in more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you got to rate the effort in him trying to market it, and
Because remember, promotion before, the most we'd really get is like you get a 24/7 or all access.
Yeah.
You might get and only that was sometimes.
Yeah.
Then you might get a gloves are off or a face off, head to head,
Yeah,
whatever you want to call it, which was
Yeah.
always good. And then you get a couple press conferences in the weigh-ins.
Yeah. True.
We're still getting basically all of that, but now we're getting this on top. I think it's good, man.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It's almost like turning it into some sort of WWE sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's more
giving it that
entertainment.
sort of vibe, yeah, a bit more entertaining. So that 5v5 as well, I think that was a good way to market it. But that's good. That's good. That's
the only thing I will say on the 5v5 before we get fully into it, I think it was very good. However, I'm a big fan of it's boxing for boxers.
What do you mean?
These promoters, some of them are getting more shine than some of their fighters.
Oh, them ones. What do you think that's because of their personalities though?
Possibly.
And because of the clout they have already?
I think so.
Yeah.
But
like
these promoters, it might come, but they should push back a little bit more than I think they do.
Right, I see what you're saying.
Some of them love it. Some of them love it.
You know, certain man got that that sort of all up in the videos sort of vibe to them as well.
In the videos.
I don't want to mention no names, but
yeah.
But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. So, what was your favorite fight? Which fight was you looking forward to the most out of all of them?
The fight I was looking forward to the most out of all of them was probably. I was quite interested in the Shiraz versus Amma Williams fight. And then probably Dubois, Hrgovic.
Right.
Because I thought that was a real 50-50. And Dubois has been improving a lot.
He's definitely been improving.
He's improving a lot.
He's now picked up from when the potential that we first thought he had, he's now starting to fulfill it. Yeah. Although he went a bit shaky about 2-3 years ago.
Yeah. Well, he had a couple of losses, right? He lost to Joyce.
Yeah.
And Joyce is a big, strong guy, you know.
Yeah.
He injured his eye, right? If I believe correctly.
Something like that, yeah.
And then he lost to Usyk. There's no shame in that right now. Like,
and he dropped Usyk as well.
Right. And he gave Usyk some trouble. You know.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
So Dubois, he's learned his lessons from his losses. And that's all you can ask, really. Like, not every boxer is going to be undefeated. So, and Hrgovic, the reason I was interested is that Hrgovic, he's always flattered to deceive a little bit with me. Like, I feel like he's good. However, he's never really grabbed me.
Right.
Yeah.
He's always on the periphery sort of thing.
Yeah, periphery. And I don't know if I like his style either.
Yeah.
I don't know if it meshes well with me.
But just on Dubois, do you think he's now, we have to start mentioning him in contention to fight the likes of AJ now? Because I think he's more or less there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, how old is he now? He's what?
Mid-20s, I guess?
Mid-20s.
Because he was young, remember, when he was coming for. He was young.
Yeah. I mean, I think we might have to start putting him in the ring with AJ.
Well, who else is there, right?
Yeah.
Who else is there for him to fight?
Yeah. I mean, there could be the argument of trying to build him up a little bit more.
You could
maybe him getting a big win over, I don't know, a Dylan White.
Yeah.
First.
But do you think beating a Dylan White at this stage, like, I don't know, maybe it would get him more name. It would make him more name brand. I agree with that. but I don't think it does much for him at this point.
No.
No.
I'm just trying to think, like, if they really want to bill it as like the past. Well, I don't know. What would they bill it as? I don't know how they will bill it, but I guess in the interest of Frank Warren and them lot, they would want to probably build his clout a little bit more.
Yeah, they wanted to get more name recognition, innit?
Yeah.
Slightly. Do you know what might not be a bad fight? Well, it might be a bad fight now, to be honest. Line him up with that Joe Joyce rematch.
Yeah.
Let him avenge, because I reckon he'd avenge that loss at this point.
He probably would. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know if Joe Joyce will go for that at this point.
No, I don't think so. I think it's too risky for him. He sees what he's on. He looks even in better shape as well. Much better shape. That Jerome Miller win for him last year done him a world of good.
It did a lot.
Yeah. And that's not an easy fight because that guy is big. I was gonna say something. That guy is big.
Well, he's large.
He's a unit.
Large, bro.
He's a unit.
You're not shifting him. You're not.
Yeah. You're really not.
And the other thing that I'll say is, he knows he's big.
Yeah.
And he uses his size.
He does.
Like, he will be leaning and grabbing on you, everything.
Yeah. No, literally. Every ounce of his weight is behind those punches, definitely. Okay, so that's the boy. So yeah, no, that was a good fight. And a really, really good win for him. So up next, we're thinking possibly a rematch with Joy.
Yeah, or just have the AJ fight, to be honest.
Or the AJ fight.
I don't see the point in holding back in it. Like, Dubois had a couple losses. It looks like he's not scared to lose. He's not scared to throw down with big guys.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, Dubois at this point, I don't know, he shouldn't fear the AJ fight.
Right. No, he shouldn't.
It's my thing. He shouldn't fear that fight. He could win that.
Yeah. I just have a feeling that they'll probably want to build him up a little bit more. I think he's ready for the fight now. Yeah. But I think they'll probably want to build him up more.
Or give him one of the guys that we're going to talk about. Well, I reckon Wilder's probably done.
Yeah.
Or give him Zhang. Give Dubois Zhang.
That's
two big hitters, boy. Two big hitters.
Two big hitters. Two big hitters. So let's move on to that Wilder Zhang fight. So I didn't think that Wilder was completely done before this fight. I just thought, it was a bad night against Parker, and he'll be back and he would get back to business and knocking guys out. But it seems that the fight that he had with Tyson Fury has a massive impact on the psyche of the boxer. He literally looked scared to throw a punch. I've never seen Wilder on a back foot like that before. Or maybe my memory doesn't serve me correctly. But have you seen him on a back foot like that before?
No, not on the back foot. And I think it's what you said. The thing about Wilder before was he had the mad power.
Yeah.
But he also had that unpredictable element, right?
Yeah.
Like he would throw.
Yeah.
And sometimes, we would laugh about it. Them big windmill punches,
telegraphed ones,
swinging all over the place, But now it's like he's trying to do these picky shots, stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's just very hesitant now.
Yeah.
And he's got this. He's still. I believe he still has the mad power because you know what boxers say: the power don't go. It's the last thing.
Yeah.
So he's probably still got the power, but it's like he's trying to pick his shots so much that he hasn't got that other repertoire to open a man up for the shot.
Like I was just looking at, I was just watching the fight and I was thinking to myself, Yang probably obviously he's got a chin and he's very confident in probably taking punches on a button. But it did make me also question whether like a lot of the success that Wilder had in the past was based on intimidation, as opposed to he had the power, no doubt. But to what extent was it also the fear that people knew that right hand was going to come and land, and therefore you almost like prepare yourself, because he hit Zhang a couple of times with that right, and he didn't move.
No,
he didn't move at all. Yeah, so it's just making me wonder, like, how much of it was based on fear from his opponents. But I guess, like, for me, like, overall, Wilder's career has been good. I think it has been a successful career for him. For somebody that doesn't have, quote unquote, the fundamentals of boxing, like literally came into the game with nothing but that right hand, no jab, no foot movement, no head movement, nothing.
Yep.
But went on almost like a 10-year unbeaten run. Sorry, not even 10 years, more than 10 years. What am I talking about? But in terms of him getting a WBC belt.
Well, yeah, he didn't lose till he fought Fury, innit? And I think he had what he had like 10 defenses or something.
10 defenses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what it was.
It was about 6 years as champion.
He had the belt.
Yeah, 6 years.
Some would say he held that belt hostage a little bit.
Yeah, fair enough.
But he had it for 6 years.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, this could be the end for Wilder. I don't think he's going to punch resistance anymore.
No.
I think he should have come into the fight a little bit heavier.
Well, what was Zhang, like 40, 50 pounds heavier than him?
Yeah, he was significantly heavier. I mean, and you could tell by the punch.
Yeah.
He done a 360.
Well, it's like he turned around to like complain to the ref.
For what?
But Zhang didn't do anything wrong.
He didn't do anything wrong.
He just hit him. Right? Yeah. It's like, because I know what you mean. He turned the whole way around.
Yeah.
He was looking to complain or like why is this guy hitting me, kind of thing.
It's punch resistance gone. The fight's gone. The dog is gone.
Yeah.
I think he tried to summon it up, but I think it's left him.
He ain't got it. He ain't got it anymore. Yeah.
It got left in the ring in 2022.
Yeah.
Those fights against Tyson Fury were brutal.
Yeah.
The second and the third one, you can't be the same after that. Even Tyson Fury has been impacted by that as well.
Exactly. And that second one, remember, he got battered in that second one.
Yeah.
The third one was a war.
It was a war. But even then, he still got...
And he still got dropped. What did he get dropped? 3 times? In the
3
fight?
times.
Yeah. Whatever
he had left after the second fight with Tyson Fury was taken from him in the third.
Third fight, that's right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is a cautionary tale for boxers in general. When you've been beaten, leave it if you want to live the fight for another day. Don't let your pride get to you to think, you can beat somebody who's just got your number. They've just got your number.
Yeah.
That fight probably ended his career 5 fights earlier than it should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because a trilogy of that nature, for your own sort of, I'm talking about from a boxer's point of view, I think it's way too much. That type of fight. That's like a Gatty Ward having that 3 times.
It's too much physically, number one, because there was, in it. Like I said, the second fight, he got bullied in there.
Yeah.
Fury absolutely pummeled him.
Air was bleeding.
Remember. And then the third fight was a war, right?
Yeah.
So physically, like you said, the punch resistance gone, everything gone. But now it's even mentally.
Yeah.
Because remember, he had 3 fights with Fury. He didn't win any of them.
None of them.
You hit him multiple times with your best shot.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Didn't move.
Yeah.
So we can actually say the last time we saw Wilder at his very peak was 2018. That first fight.
Yeah, because what did they do? Them guys didn't fight. They just fought each other, right?
Yeah, for about 3 years.
Yeah, that's
Oh
mad.
wait,
Or did Fury have fights in between?
I think he might have had a fight in between. You know,
I think Fury fought Tom Schwartz, right?
something like that. I think he fought in between.
I don't think Wilder did though, did he?
No, Wilder didn't.
No, he did.
Oh,
I'm looking at it now.
Steve Earn, didn't it?
No. So Wilder, they drew the first fight, then he fought Brazil,
Ah, right.
and then Luis Ortiz.
2019. Okay.
Yes, he fought Brazil. And I remember Brazil, he mashed up quickly.
Yeah, he put him to sleep.
Yeah. And then he had Fury, 2 losses. Then he knocked out Hellenius, yes.
Yeah.
And then lost to Parker, lost to Zhang.
Gosh. Yeah. Wow. So yeah, I think he's done now. What about Zhang? What's the future for Zhang? We have to probably put him up against there's still some fights left, you know, in the heavyweight division, because he's come out of not nowhere, but he's like a late bloomer.
Yeah, well, he's 40 years old, 41.
41. Yeah.
The thing with Zhang is similar to the Dubois thing, right? I feel like for a lot of the fighters that they would want to fight, so you're talking AJ, you're talking Fury, you're talking Usyk, right?
Yeah.
That's the fights that both Zhang and Dubois would want.
Yeah.
If you're AJ, if you're Fury, if you're Usyk, you're going to be looking at that. Like, that's high risk, low reward.
No reward. Yeah.
I know they've been going on for years about AJ versus Zhang. I'd quite like to see that.
Yeah, I think AJ will take it.
So
because.
Yeah.
But Tyson Fury, I think he's being very selective in who he'll fight right now.
Yeah. Also, I don't think a lot of them, but I don't think Fury wants to see Zhang right now.
No, I don't. Not right now.
Because
yeah,
because he could probably outbox him still, but I thought that Fury's a bit on the slide.
He's on the slide. He is definitely on the slide. The thing is, he's on the slide, but he's that good. He's still good enough to beat the best.
Yes.
If he wanted to.
And if you're not top at your game, he'll probably still have you.
He'll pick you apart. He will pick you apart.
He'll probably still have you.
Yeah. Which then probably brings us onto the rematch, Usyk and
yes,
Fury
for December.
So, the first fight, I haven't watched it properly yet. For me, I still struggle to give it to Usyk confidently.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I still struggle to give it to him confidently. The thing is, I'm not saying that it wasn't. I just think it was much closer. I can't understand why people think Usyk won hands down. I'm struggling.
Do you know what? So when I first watched it, I was out somewhere and I watched it.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm not scoring the fight. Like, I'm sitting there watching it.
Yeah.
You know, there's noise, everything going on around me. So I'm watching it back and forth. And I thought, okay, the first few rounds, this is the first time I watched it.
Yeah.
You could throw, I thought at that time, you could throw them either way. But then Fury had a period where he probably took over for, 3 rounds, 4 rounds?
Yeah.
And he had Usyk in trouble. Usyk was having problems. Then Usyk had that period again of probably 2 rounds, 3 rounds, where he was clearly on top. And then the last few rounds again, where they could go either way.
Yeah.
But then when I watched it back again, just by myself in my house, I just saw Usyk winning way more rounds. Probably like I can't remember. I think I wrote it down at the time, but I don't think I have it anymore. I think I saw him winning maybe like 7, 8 of the rounds.
7, 8 Okay.
I feel like apart from that period Fury had in the middle where he was clearly on top.
Yeah.
I think maybe from round 4 to 7, round 4 to 8, maybe. I just don't really think he did enough, really. And I think Usyk was more effective. I think Fury was trying to almost con people, you know, with the bragging,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Stuff.
He was doing it excessively.
Yeah, and he wasn't putting in enough work for that to make sense.
Yeah. No, I did pick up on that he was showboat in times where I don't think it was
He didn't need to
necessary.
show. Yeah,
And obviously, Usyk is somebody who's going to be in your face. He's going to be up in your grill
right.
all fight.
And
I think he's got a very similar style to Lomachenko, where they
yeah,
just don't let you rest.
yeah. And we
They
know
just don't
Usyk.
let you
Yeah,
rest.
he's got a track record of he's got a gas tank.
Yeah,
And we know in those late rounds, we saw it against Joshua, we've seen it in previous fights. He almost gets stronger the longer the fight goes on.
yeah.
So, it wasn't a surprise for me really when he was started. When I was out, it was a surprise for me because I probably wasn't really thinking straight. But then when I actually watched back, I was like, but this is what this guy does.
Yeah. Now this is that's definitely what he does. And
Do you think so? The rematch is scheduled for December.
Mm.
Do you think it happens?
I think because of the first fight, when it first got cancelled, I think it does. And if it doesn't happen, Tyson should retire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then I can't see how it'll be accepted by the boxing fans or for his own legacy not to do the second fight with Usyk after now agreeing to do it.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna confirm a lot of things that was suspected before, that he was avoiding Usyk in the first place. Yeah, so I think he's still under some sort of pressure to take that rematch. I think also there isn't a reason why he shouldn't take it because he didn't fight terribly bad. I think
No,
it wasn't. It's not like he can't beat Usyk. He
no.
can.
And he didn't get, apart from that period of few rounds, he didn't get pummeled.
He didn't get pummeled.
So
No.
he's going to be physically have taken damage, of course.
Yeah.
But he didn't get, smashed from pillar to post for 4 or 5 rounds and then getting KO'd ruthlessly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There isn't enough that there wasn't enough that I saw that should make Tyson Fury feel like, oh, I can't actually win. He can. A few more adjustments probably could, if he had a bit more intensity and went in a bit more serious. I think he got a bit complacent during the first fight as well, which is probably why Usyk probably did come on a bit strong. He got a bit complacent. I think the periods where he did dominate, I think you spoke about 2-3 rounds where he was dominating. If he actually pressed on gas a little bit more and up the tempo and had a bit more mustard behind some of his punches, he could have done some serious damage to Usyk.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens in the rematch. I hope it does happen. I expect it to be a bit more closer. But at the same time, Usyk is the sort of person who will probably study that and improve himself.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I think a lot of people, maybe myself or maybe yourself included, when it was the first Joshua fight, I think a lot of us were sitting there like Joshua's going to improve.
Yeah, but we
Joshua's
forget
going to
that
do
this
this.
guy's a world
Joshua's
class
going to do that.
operator himself.
Like Usyk's just sitting there eating crisps.
Yeah.
Like, he's also in the gym improving.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I think it'll be tricky because I think Fury will improve.
Yeah.
If there's a rematch, like he'll probably try and come maybe in physically better shape.
Yeah.
Or with a different game plan.
Mm-hmm.
But Usyk's not just going to sit there and twiddle his thumbs.
Definitely not.
He said that he's never out of training camp. He said his camp don't stop.
Yeah.
So
you can tell he's a gym rat. You can tell he's a gym rat.
Yeah.
You can tell he's a gym rat. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that one. I am looking forward to that one. So yeah, I think that's more or less a roundup, isn't it, of the
that's
recent
first episode back. Quick roundup of the heavyweight scene.
That's it. Obviously, the next one we probably speak about. We've got Javante coming up, Davis and Frank Martin. Who else is fighting up coming up next?
I don't know, but off the top of my head,
we've got who else is fighting? Anyway, next episode, I'm pretty sure we'll have a lot more to talk about, more boxing.
Yeah,
to talk about.
defo. Hey, we're out. Like, subscribe, follow us. We'll be uploading regularly.
Come on.
Anyway, we're out.
Take care.